I'm local biologist Michael Nieto, and I'm here with Circle Circle Dot Dot Theater Company at Mission Trails Regional Park to explore vernal pools and fairy shrimp. Behind us is a vernal pool, one of the rarest habitat types in the United States, and it's also a local denizen of San Diego County. Vernal pool. What is a vernal pool? Vernal, which is either Greek or Latin for spring, and pool, meaning a place where water sits. This is a vernal pool full of water. This is what they look like 1 month out of the year, either December or January after it rains. You can see it's full of life and greenery, full of shrimp and tadpoles and algae, and has a higher species diversity than you could shake a stick at. This is what they look like the other 11 months out of the year. Dry, desolate, small craters in the landscape. So you can understand, if you were to build a house here, you wouldn't know that there are thousands of shrimp waiting for that first rain to come back to life. This is what a pool looks like when it's asleep, and it's asleep most of the year. These vernal pools are teeming with endangered species because they're found in very specific locations and nowhere else on Earth. Vernal pools are found in flat areas on clay mesas near the coast in San Diego. Can you think of any areas that do not have houses on them? You probably can. Mission Trails, Penasquitos, Torrey Pines. If you find a flat area in those places, there's probably a vernal pool there. Vernal pools are very rare and very sensitive and have one of our most charming sensitive species in San Diego, the San Diego fairy shrimp. San Diego fairy shrimp are about the size of your pinky. These fairy shrimp have a very special secret. They go through their entire life cycle in 2 weeks. They are born, they go to elementary school, they go to junior high, they crash their parents' shrimp car, they go to college and grad school, they move back into home, they get married, they have kids, they retire, and they pass away, all within 2 weeks. They do this because these pools aren't here for a very long time. They only fill up when it rains. So they have to get everything done from the time that the pool fills up and it evaporates. So why are vernal pools and fairy shrimp important? Not only are they one of the rarest, most unique habitats and species on the planet, but they also are part of a very intricate, complex web of ecology that San Diego is known for throughout the biological world. All the animals in this vernal pool fit into their own food chain. The fairy shrimp spend their days grazing algae like little shrimpy cows. There are tadpoles that come in and eat the shrimp. There are birds that fly in migratory from Mexico, from Canada, landing in these pools, and they eat the shrimp and then fly to the next pool. It all fits into a larger food web. Now the fairy shrimps, they're not just victims, they're not just getting eaten, they're also using the birds. Because when the birds land in that pool, they are getting fairy shrimp eggs stuck to their feet. So when the birds are done eating and go to the next pool, the sneaky shrimp are hitching a ride and moving their eggs from pool to pool to pool to pool. I think they are one of the only crustaceans that flies. Well, fairy shrimp aren't born, they're hatched, like a chicken, except a chicken that's this big and that lays 10,000 eggs. Now these eggs are not just your normal chicken eggs that you would find at Ralph's. These eggs are hardcore. They have to survive the 11 months out of the year when there's no water in the pool. They have to survive being stepped on, they have to survive our ultraviolet radiation that we get in San Diego because it's so beautiful and sunny here. In fact, these eggs are so hardcore, scientists have sent them into space to study them. And they have survived the vacuum of space, the gamma radiation, everything that would turn a Marvel person into a superhero. They come back down and the fairy shrimp will hatch out of those eggs. So these eggs are super hardcore. That being said, just because they can survive space doesn't mean they can survive everywhere. If that was true, you wouldn't be having your mind blown by me right now by me telling you what a fairy shrimp is, because they would be everywhere. The fact is, fairy shrimps are really only found in these ephemeral vernal pools, which is why we need to protect them.